Let us work through question 4 taken from the June 2022 Cambridge International Exam. It's paper 2. A curve has equation as shown here. You are asked to find the equation of the normal to the curve at the point 4, 2. And you're asked to write your equation in the form ax plus by plus c equals 0, where a, b, and c are integers. So first, how do we find the equation of the normal? Well, you have to first find the gradient of the curve, and you need to know that the gradient is perpendicular to the normal. So that's really important for you to note. So let's write the equation here anyway. So we have x squared y let us find the gradient of the curve. So what we have here is an implicit differentiation, and here we're going to have to apply the product rule. So let us recall the product rule. We're going to label the x squared as u, and we're going to label the y as v. So the product rule is v du dx plus u dv dx. So this part here we will apply the product rule, which is this here. So in this case v is y, so we write the y term there, which is just y, and we differentiate the x term, which is going to be 2x, plus u here is x squared, and we differentiate the v term, which is the y. So when we differentiate y, we get dy by dx plus and when we differentiate the constant, we get 0. So our goal is to get dy by dx. So we take 2xy both sides, and then we factor out the dy by dx in this term here. So in this case, we would have x squared inside the bracket plus 6y squared. How do we get dy by dx? Well, we divide both sides by this term in the bracket. So we have so at the point 4, 2, we could find dy by dx. So the gradient there. So at the point 4, 2, dy by dx, which is the gradient, would equal to, when we input the value of x and y, which is x is 4 and y is 2, when we input it in here, we get minus 16 over 40, which can be simplified to be minus 2 over 5. Since the gradient of the normal is perpendicular to the gradient of the curve, it means that we can write the gradient of the normal. Since it is perpendicular, it means that we would have 5 over 2. We simply do the reciprocal of dy by dx and times it by minus 1. So that's the gradient of the normal. So we can write now the equation, the linear equation, which is ax plus by plus c equals 0. So the general equation is y minus y1 is equal to m, which is the gradient, into x minus x1. And all we need to do is to substitute the value of x and y here, which is 4 and 2. So we're going to have y minus y1, which is 2, into the gradient, which is 5 over 2, into x minus x1, the x1 is 4. Multiply both sides by 2, so we get 2y squared, 2y minus 4 would equal to 5x minus 20. We want to write it in this form, so it means that, let's write it down here, we have ax plus by plus c equals 0. So it means that a is 5 and b here would be minus 2, c there would be minus 16, and here we have the form required. Hence a equals 5, b equals minus 2, and c equals minus 16. So here ends question 4.